Eli 5. If Stalingrad was basically bombed to rubble, why did they keep fighting over it? The city was practically totally destroyed. Without infrastructure, wouldn't it have just been some pile of rocks on the Volga? Why did the Axis not just set up shop a few miles down the river after destroying the city? The city sat on a north-south railway that was critical to Soviet defense plans. That railway was a vital supply line for Soviet troops further south in the Caucasus region. If the Germans could cut off that supply line, and then secure their front against the Volga River, they might turn their attention south and mop up the Soviet armies in the Caucasus. For that reason, in addition to the city's name and Stalin's infamous no-step-back order, the city could not be allowed to fall into German hands. And if it did, then all efforts had to be made to avoid the impending disaster in the south. In addition to the points made by the other comments, I'll say this. Cities aren't built by accident. They are where they are on purpose. A few miles down the river might be non-navigable waters, or unstable banks. A few miles upriver might have inaccessible cliffs or hills. If you find a city built along a river, and nothing upriver or downriver, that's because the city is built at the best place to cross, and the next best places are going to be where the next cities are. Also, infrastructure is a really broad term. If you bomb a road, yes, it will be broken up and harder to drive. But that's still going to be a faster and easier path for vehicles than cross-country through unbroken wilderness. And while bombing buildings to rubble is pretty direct, bombing roadways to an unusable status usually takes more munitions than it's worth. Even a bombed-out port still has more foundational infrastructure and utility than an undeveloped random patch along the river.